Welcome back to the ACB Wrestling Talk channel, your main source for wrestling news and wrestling discussions. I'm, of course, your host, Alexis Carrillo, and let's get into some wrestling talk. With the return, well, not return, with the debut of All Elite Wrestling on TNT, getting closer and closer this upcoming fall in October, a lot of professional wrestling fans are pretty damn enthused over the fact, and, well, not fact, possibility of professional wrestling returning to the days of TV-14 action in the ring with all the blood, all the gore, and all the extreme moments that pretty much defined WWE's Attitude Era. But the real question is, should they? Should AEW go in that direction? Should they dive into going into a more TV-14 defined product where every single week and every single show we see a bloody mess going on in the middle of that ring? And, you know, we all witnessed that Double or Nothing, how Dustin Rhodes and Cody brought the house down with a very spectacular match, but it was defined with how bloodied they ended up after all the action was said and done. Coupled with the fact that this past Monday night, Sasha Banks returned to WWE and she delivered, albeit it seems to be an accident, but she did deliver an accidental chair shot to the head of Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch. One has to wonder, should professional wrestling really go down this road once again? Should they really put the health of the sports entertainer, of the superstar, of the professional wrestler, of the human being in danger in this way just to entertain the fans? Which, you know, if you ask me as a fan, all I want to watch is a great show with great stories, compelling characters, and spectacular action. That's all I want to watch. And frankly, knowing what I know, knowing the fact that WWE, AEW, this whole business of sports entertainment, professional wrestling, whatever you want to call it, knowing that this business is predetermined, it does get me a little uncomfortable to see sometimes what wrestlers put themselves through just to get that pop from fans. And the fact is, these pro wrestlers, they don't know if they're going to go out there one night and, you know, if they're going to be able to wrestle the following night. This is what they do. They should be wrestling a more protective style, you know, a more defined in-ring style that protects them, that allows them to work 6 nights a week, 7 nights a week, that gives them longevity. Because, as with any sport, you have a shelf life, because that is what age does for you. Okay? We see it in the movie industry. You know, we don't see the actual actors getting in that, in those scenes, getting knocked down and getting beaten up and getting hurt. We don't see that. We see the stories, we see the characters, and we are entertained, and that is enough. So why isn't it enough for professional wrestling fans? Why isn't it enough to see two wrestlers go one-on-one and it ending with a 1-2-3 simple pinfall or submission, and that being the end of it? Why is that not enough? Why do we want this TV-14 rating, this gory kind of entertainment? Because if you ask me, you know, it's just entertainment. It's just entertainment. And the fans, as a matter of fact, they're going to pop for anything. They're going to pop for a moonsault. They're going to pop for a chair shot to the head. They're going to pop for a chair shot to the back. They're going to pop for anything and everything. And you have to protect yourself in this business. So again, I ask you, why isn't it enough? What professional wrestling should focus on is creating compelling characters, telling better stories, and producing a more well-rounded, more interesting show to elevate the ratings. Not to put all of their superstars, all these human beings, in dangerous situations night in and night out just for a cheap pop, for a cheap rating, or for a cheap buy rate. But hey, that's my opinion. That's all I have to say on this situation. I'm sure all of you have a very different take on this. And if you do, go ahead and comment it and give your thoughts on the comment section below. And if you like this video, hit the like button. If you dislike this video, hit the dislike button. That's it for me. Till next time.